Next one. All right, this is my very specific team-specific prediction that will enrage the fans not of this team and the fans of this team. Nebraska will be 7-0 entering the Ohio State game. 7-0. Look at that schedule. UTEP, Colorado, Northern Iowa, Illinois at Purdue, Rutgers at Indiana. Now, Kirk Cignetti and company in Indiana, they're like, hey, we're coming for Ohio State and Michigan. Forget Purdue. We're coming for everybody. I don't discount Kirk Cignetti making Indiana better. The Rutgers game is going to be the ultimate rock fight. Rutgers are going to have a really good defense. That game's in Lincoln. If that game were in Piscataway, I might not be as bold in this prediction. Obviously, Colorado beat them last year in Boulder. Can Nebraska overcome what was a big problem with turnovers that hamstrung a very good defense? That was the issue for a lot of last season. So here's the thing. It's probably Dylan Raiola starting at quarterback. So your five-star recruit, all the pressure in the world coming in. But the reality is Tony White's defense is going to be the star at Nebraska. Nash Hutmacher, the polar bear, those guys, they are going to be the ones that are going to be relied upon to help win these games. And these, I would imagine these games could be fairly low scoring. But Dylan Raiola has to be good, but he does not have to be Superman to make this work. And the thing is, like, go back to last season, the first game against Minnesota. Just take care of the ball and you win the game. Those are the ones. Plus, we look at Matt Rhule's history. When he went to Temple, they improved by 4 wins from year 1 to year 2. At Baylor, they improved by 5 wins from year 1 to year 2. Now, Nebraska was in a better place when Rhule took over than either of those programs were. So there's probably not that much room for a jump because a 5-win improvement's a 10-win season. And the 7-0 part, like it could be 7-5 or 8-4, even if you start 7-0, because the schedule does get hairier after that. But I think this is definitely possible. And I know if you're a Nebraska fan, you're going, stop this. Please stop this. Please stop jinxing us. We can't have nice things. You can't say this. This has happened before. And it has happened before. Like, I remember Scott Frost's second season. I have no idea where people were getting this from, but they do a media poll at Big Ten Media Days and or right before Big Ten Media Days. And this was going into Scott Frost's second season. Nebraska gets picked to win the Big Ten West. And it was like, why? What changed? What happened? I didn't understand that one. I do understand this one, though. I really do, because I think that defense is going to be very good. I think that defense is going to make it much easier on the offense. Now, it's a different ball game when they go to Columbus. So if they're 7-0, 6-1 going into Columbus, I'm going to have seen some impressive stuff to think they're going to be able to hang with Ohio State. But that's not really what you're worried about at that point. Like, if they can just get bowl eligible, Nebraska needs to take that next step. And they were right there at the doorstep last year, could not win that 6th game. Imagine if they could have that out of the way just as the first half of the season ends. It's definitely possible. The toughest challenge, of course, in that bunch, probably week 2 when Colorado shows up. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples On 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On 3 Sports YouTube channel.